So today, we're throwing Black Canary versus Moon Knight. Let's dive right on in. Diana Lance was born into a family of crime fighters. Her mother was a vigilante and her father is a cop. She grew up with a company of heroes, and after years of training, followed in her parents' footsteps by assuming the costume, identity, and legacy of her mother, Diana Drake, the Black Canary. Now, Diana is on par with Olympic athletes and is exceptionally strong, fast, agile, and durable. But really, she thrives when it comes to speed and agility. Black Canary is able to dodge machine gun fire and grab arrows out of the air, which arrows can travel in excess of 200 miles per hour. You have to imagine that green arrows travel even faster than that, so that's very impressive. Black Canary is also an incredible fighter, and is actually considered to be one of the top 7 fighters in the DC universe. She's especially trained in judo and boxing, which is helpful since most of her opponents are larger than she is, so judo helps with that. She has spent time training with Wildcat, one of the best boxers to have ever lived, and with Shiva, one of the greatest martial artists ever. Oracle even said that Black Canary might be able to take on Batman, although I find that kinda unlikely. However, Black Canary has been able to spar against Wonder Woman, she's defeated Cheshire, and she was Granny's choice to train the Furies. Pretty impressive if you ask me. The greatest thing about Black Canary, though, is her Canary Cry. This is a unique metahuman ability that allows her to unleash an ultrasonic scream, powerful enough to shatter objects, disorient opponents, and is even able to shatter skulls and liquefy bones. Black Canary's also used her sonic scream to defeat a T-Rex, beat Giganto, and blow a Mazo's head off. In the other corner of Moon Knight. Moon Knight, Mark Spector, Stephen Grant, and Jake Lockley. 4 different aspects of the same man who was resurrected by Khonshu, the Egyptian lunar god of vengeance and justice, to serve as his avatar. Those unjust mortals who prey upon the innocents who travel at night, with powers that come from the moon, need to beware the vengeance of the Moon Knight. Now, Moon Knight is in peak physical condition and is very strong, fast, and agile. He is strong enough to break a steel rod over his knee, punch people through walls, and kick down steel doors. He is fast enough to dodge a gun at point-blank range and cut bullets in half with his crescent darts, and he's agile enough to evade Venom and Daredevil. But where Moon Knight really shines is his durability. He's able to ignore being shot with bullets, shot in the chest with a crossbow, being tasered, and being stabbed. It also helps that Moon Knight is kinda insane, as this helps him ignore pain and what would be debilitating wounds to most others. Mark is a highly skilled fighter, as he's a former heavyweight boxing champion and has extensive knowledge of the weak points of the human body. His fighting style is brutal, and he combines the techniques from Krav Maga, Savate, Judo, boxing, and Kung Fu to put down his opponents as quickly and as painfully as possible. Interestingly, Moon Knight sometimes prefers not to block or evade attacks, if it allows him the opportunity to counterattack his opponents. He's also a master of a variety of different weapons, such as throwing projectiles, combat knives, swords, batons, bow staffs, nunchucks, and 3 sectional staffs. His normal gear consists of crescent darts, a modified truncheon, spiked brass knuckles, and knives or swords. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. So for starters, Moon Knight definitely has the physical advantage over Black Canary. He is stronger than her, and while they're both probably equal in terms of speed and agility, he outclasses her in durability by a mile. Really, Moon Knight outranks most people when it comes to durability. They're both incredible fighters, but I'm about to give the slight edge to Black Canary. After all, she is one of the top 7 fighters in the DC universe, and I also believe that she's a smarter fighter than Moon Knight. Mark really likes to rely on his durability, and he'll sometimes court opponents to attack and exploit any openings that he sees. While it usually works out for him, I don't know if it's going to go over too well with Black Canary. That's because of her Canary Cry. This thing is a devastating attack, and is able to bust up steel and liquefy bones, and she has no problem using it to its full effect. While Moon Knight is durable enough to withstand the first few attacks, that Canary Cry is eventually going to get the best of him. Plus, Diana can use it as a defense as well, since the scream can also block any incoming projectiles, and that takes away Moon Knight's crescent darts. Overall, I believe that Moon Knight could beat Black Canary Fighter Cry. He outclasses her physically, and his fighting style and weapons is enough to beat her. But that Canary Cry is very powerful, and it's too much for Moon Knight to withstand, and he can't really counter against it. So I believe that Black Canary takes the victory. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts, so sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more videos just like this one every single week.